Hello everyone, Budget Biker 7 here. I'm going to be servicing my RockShox Monarch R rear suspension. This came off of my giant stance. Here we go. The first thing you're going to want to do when you get your shock off your bike, take all the air out of it. You do not want any air in there at all. I already did this, so I'm just going to continue on with the next step, which is taking the valve core out. All right, that's out. All right, so I'm gonna drop my rear shock into the vise real quick. I'm gonna take this stag indicator off. I already loosened my air can, but if you need to get it off for the first time and you don't have hand tool, I just have a old bike tube split down the middle, and I'm just gonna wrap it around like this. And mine's loose already, so it shouldn't be too bad. That's a cheap way to get that off, and then you should just be able to get it all the way off like this. In theory, there's going to be a little bit of oil that comes out the bottom here when you take this off. This one looks to be pretty dry actually, which is not good. What I'm gonna do from here is just gonna pull it straight off like that. There's your air can. All right, moving back over to the bench, we have the air can, and we're gonna start taking all of the little seals on the inside there out. From what I can tell, we're gonna start pulling all of these little seals out of here. I'm gonna lay these out the way I got them out, so I remember. That one's first, then this rubber one, and then final white one. Oh, sprung out. Another one of these white ones. We're also gonna get the wiper seal out, so just gonna grab it on the outside there, pull it on out. So that's gonna go above all the other ones. All right, I got my isopropyl in there. I'm just gonna start spraying it and wiping it on out. Get right here. I wanna make sure and get the inside of all the rims. All right, we're back over here. What I'm gonna do is start by taking the top out bumper that will go down there, get my pick out. These have a break in them, so it's a little bit easier to take off. Get this one. All right, here are all the parts we pulled out of it. So we've got this wiper seal on the edge in here, these three which went on the inside. That's that second edge right there. And then we've got these seals which go on the damper side of it. What I'm gonna do is actually line up the new seals with the old seals. So we got our bottom out bumper. We have this thick O-ring right here, and another thick O-ring right here. We've got the wiper seal. Actually forgot, there is one little seal that seals the air can against the top of the shock. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that out like that. So I'm gonna continue laying these seals out next to the old ones. So we got that air can seal, one of the broke washers, another one, and then the two washers right here. I'm gonna start with the damper first by cleaning it off. Isopropyl alcohol should get rid of all the old grease and dirt. So that's all cleaned off. I got assembly grease on that O-ring, so I'm gonna slide this on there. And then once I have that all situated, we can move on. All right, the next step is putting the seals back onto this red lip, just a little bit on each and everything. Have that first thing on. I'm gonna take this O-ring, get it greased up, both sides, all around, and we're gonna slide that on like that. Then we're gonna put this third white spacer onto there. Finally, I'm going to put the bottom out bumper. My GoPro actually died, but we're back, so I'm gonna throw this bottom out bumper on, and that will conclude the damper seals. I'm gonna start working on this shell. So first of all, I'm gonna start by putting all these white spacers in. Put a little bit of grease on there, and I'm gonna throw this in there, and it's in. Next I'm gonna put this seal. I'm pretty sure this is the seal that actually interfaces with the shaft. I'm gonna throw this on top of that white spacer. That goes in like that. I'm gonna put a teeny little layer of grease on there and start putting this together. That's going in pretty good. All right, that is in. So I'm gonna actually just take a teeny bit of grease, make sure to put a light layer on there. Finally, we're gonna get the wipe seal. I'm gonna slide this wiper seal into that final top groove. Make sure it's seated all correctly. I got my can, and I got this little bitty oil thing. Open up my oil here. You're gonna wanna put 1/3 of the oil in the bottom of the can. I'd say that's about good. I'm gonna slide that on. We're gonna put the rest of the oil in the, above the seal is right here. We're gonna put the rest of the oil above that. So that all that oil is gone. All right, we're back on the threads. Now we can just spin that back on. I'm gonna grab my bike tube, wrap it around. All right, I think that's probably good. Throw this sag indicator back on, put this Schrader valve back into there. A little tight. We have now fully serviced the RockShox Monarch R. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.